All right, Shalom, his brother Zakaria from the Israelite Report podcast, and also from the Israelite Observer. Just want to do a quick audio blog. All praises due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Just wanted to put this in here right quick. United States President, current United States President, supposedly, allegedly, the president, Joe Biden, is now warning of a coming food shortage. Okay. So, without further ado, I want to play this clip right quick and just kind of just let you hear what the president of the United States is saying about this coming food shortage, and I'll come back and comment on it.
With regard to food shortage, yes, we did talk about food shortages. And it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well. And because both Russia and Ukraine have been the breadbasket of Europe in terms of wheat, for example, just to give you one example. But we had a long discussion in the G7 with both the United States, which has a significant, the third largest producer of wheat in the world, as well as Canada, which is also a major producer. And we both talked about how we could increase and disseminate more rapidly food shortages. And in addition to that, we talked about urging all the European countries and everyone else to end trade restrictions on sending limitations on sending food abroad. And so we are in the process of working out with our European friends what it would take to help alleviate the concerns relative to food shortages. We also talked about a significant major U.S. investment, among others, in terms of providing for the need for humanitarian assistance, including food, as we move forward.
Okay, so there you have it. The president of the United States saying that there's going to be a food shortage, and he's saying that it's going to be a shortage for the U.S. and Europe. Now the thing is, if you listen to what he was saying these sanctions won't just affect Russia. Okay, now you already had a breakdown in the supply chain. You already had a food shortage going on as it was, but this so-called war, this alleged situation, because we don't really know what's really going on. It's been a lot of fake footage. A lot of stuff has been so-called debunked about what's going on in this current situation. So we don't know what's real, but however, we do know that these devils engineer crisis, right? Problem, reaction, solution. They do this all the time. So, this situation in Ukraine is nothing but a cover. To a certain extent, it's nothing but a cover for something that they, a crisis that they engineered. These so-called elites engineered. You will own nothing and you will be happy, or you will own nothing and you will love it. That's their thing, right? Their great reset. Let me get Second Ezra, 15th chapter here. And you already know where I'm going. Right, a lot of you brothers, this scripture probably popped in your head as soon as you saw the title, the title of this blog. I'm gonna start at the 12th verse. It says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High Power shall bring upon it." It says, that they that till the ground shall mourn, for the seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And you're going to see that real soon. That's coming real soon. I mean, you already got this little fake situation over there in that part of the world going on, and I'm not even going to get into that because I have a lot of reason to believe that most of what we're hearing is BS. On the news, at least, a lot of what we're hearing is BS. I don't believe that situation is going down quite the way mainstream media is claiming it is. But you will see at some point, as the scriptures say here, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. And you're seeing that right now with the political divide right now in America. These people, they hate each other, man. These two political parties, the people at least, they hate each other. Not so much politicians, they're all lockstep working together. But the people, right, that really believe in their political ideology, they hate the other people. Okay, and don't the scriptures say, how can a nation stand, a nation divided, how can it stand, or something along those lines, right? It said they have swords in their hands. It says, 16th verse, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Like, look at right now, man. Nobody's regarding Biden. Who's regarding Biden? Nobody, man. Only people that regard Biden in this day are old people that really don't know what's going on in the world. Old black people that voted Democrat their whole life and they don't, those people. But who regard, people look at Biden as a joke, man. He's literally, there's been memes of him dressed up as Beavis. Like, he literally put up his hands like Beavis, Beavis does the cornholio. He's farted on stage on live camera. The dudes talked about his butt being wiped on live camera. You know what I mean? On live television. Excuse me. The man has literally farted on stage in front of the whole world. And like the scriptures say, I'm not trying to be funny, but the scriptures are true, man. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able. Well, we saw that during the lockdown, right? I'm not trying to do a whole segment here, but this is supposed to be a quick blog. But y'all see where I'm going. It says here, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what's coming. That's what's coming. I don't want to, go too deep because it's supposed to be a quick blog, but y'all get the point, right? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and you're going to see that when this real food shortage kick in. It's going to come. It's going to come. The elites are really, to be honest with you, they're doing you a favor by telling you what's coming ahead of time. So you can be prepared mentally, spiritually, get yourself in order, because it's about to get nasty. And when you see the real breakdown of the system, whenever it comes, only Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai know, I don't know. when it comes, man, like the scriptures say, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. People gonna be breaking into each other's houses, man, stealing. You know, people gonna do whatever it take, man. People gonna do whatever it take, because when it come to food, that's when all morals, principles, values, all that go out the window. All that fake brotherly love stuff, that go out the window. And you know something else? All of you black ass niggas that love being blackety black, all you pro Pan-African niggas, that's gonna go out the window too. Because you're gonna turn your sword towards your neighbors. And who's your neighbor? Your fellow Israelites. Who you call African Americans or whatever. But all that shit gonna go out the window, man. Excuse my language. But I just wanted to touch on that right quick. All praises due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.